Welcome to Ground Seeker, I'm Jack. I've decided not to wear a coat today because it's lovely outside. A decision that I am sure will age horribly. I am, however, wearing this. Cape Verde 2023 away. Got it in a surprise shirts box. This video is not sponsored, but just thought I'd show that off. It's still very much early pre-season here, so there's slim pickings as far as where I can go and make a video. But we are off today to the Welsh seaside town of Llanfairfechan, a name that I struggled to pronounce, for a match between two 4th division sides. Yeah, sort of on brand for this channel really. Let's introduce the teams. Llanfairfechan Town were founded in 1927, although a team from Llanfairfechan competed in local competitions as early as 1904. The club's peak in its early years was winning the 1934-35 Wales Coast League title, the final year of the league's existence. By the 2015-16 season, they were playing in the 6th tier Vale of Clwyd and Conwy Football League Division 1, winning the title and promotion to the Premier Division that season. They finished as runners-up in 3 of the next 4 seasons, and following the restructuring of Welsh football in 2020, they were promoted again to the new 4th tier North Wales Coast East Premier Division, where they've played ever since and finished 9th last season. Nantlle Vale were founded around 1920. Nobody seems to be sure when, but they are based in the village of Pennygroes in Gwynedd. Like Llanfairfechan, they are a 4th tier club, but that wasn't always the case, as they were relegated to the 3rd tier Ardal North West in 2025. Last season, they narrowly missed out on promotion by finishing 3rd, but they did win the North Wales Coast West Football League Premier Cup. Hi, this is Jack from yesterday when I'm researching this video. So it turns out that Nantlle Vale, the away team today, who play in a Welsh village of less than 2,000 people, are linked to one of my hyperfixations in a very odd and specific way. During the 1970s, Nantlle Vale had a player-manager named Orig Williams, who had previously represented Shrewsbury Town and Oldham Athletic in the Football League. During his time at Nantlle, Williams was known for being a hard man, and once got sent off in the 3rd minute of a match against Bangor City. Williams' day job was as the professional wrestler El Bandito, but he's better known these days as a promoter. Under Williams' leadership, the British Wrestling Federation booked the likes of Adrian Street, Mighty John Quinn, Rollerball Rocco and Johnny Saint, and managed to get a television deal on S4C, for which Williams provided commentary in Welsh. With the decline of joint promotions in the late 1980s and the television channels favouring American promotions like the WWF, the wrestling business in the United Kingdom dried up. By the late 1990s, desperate measures were needed in order to keep organisations like the BWF afloat. It was in this climate that Orig Williams, unfortunately because his story is so much more than this, became associated with what he's best known for: the tribute show. Despite wrestling's poor fortunes in the UK, business was booming in the United States. Williams and other promoters, unable to bring these American stars to British shores, decided to bestow their gimmicks or characters onto other wrestlers. You have such luminaries gracing our shores as The Rock. Is that his real skin tone? I like having a YouTube channel, so I'm going to say yes. Kane, if he was 5'10" and had the face of a smug tomato. DX, if X-Pac was the entire group. If you'd like to go further down this rabbit hole, I'm going to post a link to a thread on the UK fan forums about tribute show memories, which includes an allegation that Orig Williams once got on the mic himself and tried to start a chant of mankind, 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 presumably because he didn't know what the crowd meant by Foley. Orig Williams died in 2009, but his legacy in both wrestling and football lives on. In 2019, Nantlle Vale played Llansannan in the Orig Williams Cup. There's even been a children's book written about his life. Honestly, he's a much more three-dimensional character than I had believed when I saw his name on Nantlle Vale's Wikipedia page. As I say, I come from a background as a wrestling fan, so I know him mostly from the tribute shows, and his name is a little bit of a joke in some circles, but I think I've made a comprehensive biography on him here. This is also normally the part where I would give some lovely B-roll footage of the Welsh coastline and countryside. However, the train is heaving and we're 2 stops away and I've only just managed to sit down. Well, here we are at Llanfairfechan train station. Now begins the long walk from the train station to... You've got to be kidding me. How am I going to get 10 minutes out of this video now? This is definitely the ground I've been to that's closest to a train station, by a long way. It may be the closest ground to a train station that I will ever go to, which after what happened last week is a huge relief. So this is the road down to the ground. Look at that. And this has been a pretty busy road so far. Well, I nearly got run over. I think I'm starting to have a fibro flare, and I am hilariously overdressed. £2 entry, which isn't bad. And I managed to get this as... Oh, I've just gone into my pocket and pulled out a £1 coin rather than the badge I was going to show you. This is what I was going to show you all. A lovely badge that will, in the words of General Grievous, make a fine addition to my collection. Well, this is a brand new one in my ground hopping journey. Basque cheesecake at a football ground. Let's see what it's like. Really, really good is the answer to that question. Just in time for kick-off. Llanfairfechan in the red and black, and Nantlle Vale in the blue. Well, it wouldn't be this channel if I didn't miss world-class goals, and Llanfairfechan just booted it into the net. 1-0. They very nearly just did it again. No, I did not capture it on camera. Half time, Llanfairfechan 1, Nantlle Vale 0, and I noticed before there aren't any assistant referees, so credit to the man in the middle there who's done all this by himself. It's a popular one with ground hoppers, this. I've met people from Stoke, Liverpool, who've come here. I think there's 12 check-ins on Footballogy at the moment. I think because of the time of year it is, people just want to come and watch a game of football and don't mind going a little bit distant for it if there is good transport networks, which this ground certainly has. It's gotten very hot here, so I'm glad I dressed correctly for once. We did actually have a drinks break in the first half, but no Emma Hayes with the blackboard. Now, I did catch the tail end of the second goal of the game. However, there was some confusion about whether it had been given because the keeper saved it with one hand and the player kind of dispossessed him, but got all of the ball, and so the referee let it stand. So yeah, 1-1. Yep, still 1-1. I missed the tackle. It looked like a light one, but he's given a pen and Llanfairfechan could win it. We must be right near the end of the game now, so let's see. Yeah. Well done. And just as that free kick was taken, we are at full time. The score, Llanfairfechan 2, Nantlle Vale 1. And honestly, Llanfairfechan deserve it. Quite a tight game, narrow game. Lots of set pieces. From what I heard of people say, didn't end up getting it on camera, but was silly for Nantlle to give away the penalty the way they did. Obviously, this only being a friendly, but could have got something from the game. I didn't manage to show you this before, but that's a drinking tap attached to the back of the cafe. I asked if it was safe to fill my water bottle in it, and they said it was, and it's pretty good water. Now this is what I really wanted to show you. This, well, you've got the pond here, but if you look out over there, just this gorgeous view. Absolutely lovely view of the sea. And it's no wonder that quite a few of the Nantlle Vale supporters, the few that were at the game, came to this exact spot where I am now, right after full time. Absolutely gorgeous. Speaking of beautiful grounds, you might have seen it earlier in the video, but Nantlle Vale's ground looks absolutely beautiful. If you want me to go there at some point this season, 500 likes on this video or 500 subscribers, whichever comes first. So hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. As I said before, I met a lot of ground hoppers on today's excursion, and that was because of the app Footballogy, which tells people about local games, and this being very much in the off season was the only match on for miles and miles. But I am glad that ground hopping is getting to be a bigger hobby, and that people aren't, they aren't just going to the 92, they aren't just going to the really big teams, the well-known places. They're coming to places like Llanfairfechan Town FC, and today would have been a really good money spinner for this club, and definitely a recommended ground hop. I mean, you've got the train station behind me, and then you've got that beautiful view of the sea over there. Yeah, all of these people have just got off the train for Fatboy Slim at Delamere. I didn't even realise he was playing.